Hello YouTube, Camodo Gaming here, bringing you guys another episode of City Skylines, and today we are about to break 100,000 population, and it feels absolutely fantastic. We've been working really hard the past couple episodes, and it's been a little bit tough. We have lost quite a bit of population. I know some people were pointing that out from a couple episodes ago, and that was really because we were putting in these airports. I was kind of ignoring other things that needed to be attended to, and we kind of got into the red. Now, it wasn't with our money in reserve, but our weekly money was in the red, and it really did affect us for a bit. But we are thriving right now, and it feels fantastic. So what we're going to do here today, we've got a demand for commercial, and we've got a small demand for residential. Now, the residential is going to take care of itself, I do believe. We've got some areas open over here. This is the new neighborhood from the last episode. So you can see those popping in. I feel like they'll fill it up, and then maybe we can add some more for them. So I've got two areas we're going to work on here. This commercial sector here, and then I believe, and we're having a bit of a deaf problem in the city. I'll have to take a peek at that here in a second. I do believe I'm going to add some more residential back here to Cozy District. We haven't worked on Cozy District in a while, and I feel like it's time to really start to kick into gear and make this look a little bit better over here. So over here, this cemetery, let's go ahead and start emptying this because I think I'm going to have to delete that. I really wish for cemeteries, like you can maybe turn those icons off, because at some point, yes, the cemetery does fill up, and I don't necessarily want to delete all of them because they do actually look pretty good, especially around residential areas because it's a cemetery. It's a fairly peaceful, nice, calm-looking place, but yeah, I don't know why we always get those icons for that. I guess it's just, it has to tell you it's full. But anyways, let's go over to the other side real quick. Alright, so I noticed there was a little bit of a deaf issue over in the city. I had a corner of the city get sick almost in between episodes, and I noticed our healthcare is actually really good. There's plenty of, not crematoriums. I need to go to our normal healthcare. We've got plenty of availability there. Our average health is right around 72%, which I need to try to work on improving that because to me that feels a bit low. I know some of that is a little bit to do with the industrial areas. I want to say I want to clear them out, but we kind of need them at the moment. But let's turn our attention over here. Let's go and see, what do we need to move? This is a fire station. This is going to need to be moved. Let's move it over here, actually. Put that up there. What I'm going to do, I know this seems to be a little bit what I shouldn't be doing. I've got demand for commercial, but I'm going to actually de-zone a section here, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. So we're going to de-zone, let's say right through, let's go up to about there. We're getting a little bit of a traffic jam through this area, and it's because of the intersections on the avenue here, and this is probably going to disconnect our power. Let's go ahead and let's get this before it becomes a problem here. Let's go ahead and run this over there. That'll be a temporary line until we get buildings filled back in here. What is this? I don't even remember, like, placing this down. I believe this is the, yep, that's the statue of shopping. That is in the wrong area. I think I took that out because I wanted to use it, but I placed it completely in the wrong area. This should be over here. This is our shopping mall, and it only makes sense to have a statue of shopping right beside it, so that's good there. Okay, so this is clearing out. We're gonna eliminate this intersection. This is a little bit of a hindrance on traffic here. That's something we do not need. That's a park there. We'll replace that. Let's move those roads to there. Mr. Park, you are going to be moved. We'll move you further down. Actually, we kind of need you over here. Stick you over here in the corner. Okay. So I'm going to create one intersection here, which is completely fine. Let's go up like this. I think that's going to connect. Will that connect to the road here? Let's see, you've got one road here, one road here, which that created a really awkward angle. Let's go ahead and just go over and under like this. There we go. Okay, so that's kind of sectioned off. I'm going to give them one more lane to do just low density, just normal commercial. Don't want to make them... Yeah, we can go ahead and go out to the road. Traffic's not an issue over here. It's mainly the other area. So let's go ahead and run these out. That should be good there. Okay, so we're going to do low density commercial right here. And this is going to be normal. Nothing special about this commercial. It's going to be over here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Park District is our tourism. You're getting a lot of hotels, and it's a really nice area, but I do feel like we can expand it now. So it's going to go up, and we're going to fill this area in here. Now, I don't want to create a bunch of streets in this gap. I wouldn't mind if all the hotels were aligned along the avenue, because that feels right. That feels like maybe where they should be. It's prime real estate. By the way, ignore this little icon here about the saying there's not a connection here. This is indeed connected. This icon's been kind of bugging out. I might delete the station just to make it disappear and replace it. I'll take care of that here in a second. But what I want to see here, and we're going to let this set overnight after I place these zones. This is low density, and these are really big hotels. So I don't think there's a difference. Say if I were to say this should all be high density, I don't think we're going to see any different hotels. Now, there is one unique building. That kind of bugs me. There we go. Now, there is one unique building that I would like to use. I'm going to let these fill in somewhat. There is a luxury hotel, and it feels like it would be appropriate, probably more likely in here, or maybe along the beach here, but we might stick it even over here, just to try to encourage them to build around it. So I'm going to search through these specialty buildings. We might be placing a couple of these and try to really pick up this area. So I'm going to fast forward time since it's night here, and I'm going to see what appears along the road, and then we'll make our judgment there. Alright, we are ready to pop in our luxury hotel. It might look a bit odd on this side. I'm going to try to stick it as close to the mouth of the river as possible. So something like that. There we go. You know what? That actually doesn't look that bad. I'm liking this a lot. This district, it just looks so alive. It does bother me a bit that I can't get this area here. And somebody asked about the 25 tile mod. I do have it. The last tiles are up here, which there is some actually really good tiles up here. I like this mountain tile. But the map here, this is not available. No matter how hard I try, I cannot get to this little section of beach. That does bother me a bit, but I will get over it. Now, we're going to continue to work on our tourism here. Specialty buildings, we need one more here to unlock. I want to get a zoo. And in order to have the zoo, you have to build the riding stable. And I believe the riding stable, if I'm not mistaken, let me see where that actually is. I know I have it here somewhere. You know, it might actually, there it is. There's the riding stable. Now, the riding stable feels like it might need to be a little bit, not directly in the district, maybe a little outside of it. That might work there. Might be a bit close to the neighborhood. What does that look like? This little section here, it's kind of close to the beach, so say if you want to take your horses out and maybe ride them right there, I think this will actually be okay. So we're going to stick a riding stable right here. There we go. That looks okay. This intersection is really odd, by the way. You know, we might eliminate this. It would look a little bit odd to send a street up this way to eliminate this little small section here. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what we can do. But anyways, we have this now. This now, in turn, unlocks the zoo, which the zoo is something that I've been wanting to place for a while, too. Now, the zoo, I'm not really sure where we're going to go with that. I know we have it unlocked now, but it's not going to be along the beach area. It could go somewhere back into here. We could connect. You know, I think we're going to do that. Let's connect these streets. This will expand our district a bit more too. What are we using over here? I think we're actually using a 4-lane, aren't we? Huh. So we could actually connect, say, these two here, which that angle is not, the angle really needs to be about right there to match what we have on the other side. Can we match it like that? There we go. So we've got that. They can start flowing traffic this way too. So this will open this up. This is a hotel here. I don't wonder if we can move it. I don't know. I want to place this zoo down, but it needs to be here in the heart of everything. Maybe right there would be fine. How much is it? Oh, that is $180,000. But that is well worth it. Let me see if there's any other areas that might work for this zoo. I could stick it over here and maybe make a little street that goes around it. Even though these streets are not perfect on this side, I still feel like it needs to be closer to this area. So maybe right here. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. That actually doesn't look bad. I might place some parking lots on the other side. Maybe another park over here. So that looks good there. Now we do have a commercial demand still here. I'm trying to think. Let's go ahead and fill it up a bit on this side. We got some sections here. And we're actually going to go work a bit in a different section. Let's make sure that's not merged. Can I cut you off just a wee bit? Like right there. There we go. So let's go ahead and fill this in. Let's go ahead and get the other tool here. So this is going to be some light commercial. Just a couple stores. And we're actually going to go on the other side here. So we're going to let this set. I did fix my def problem for the most part in the city. There was a major def problem through here. I just kind of redirected a couple things, but I didn't realize how massive this is growing. This is pretty ridiculous through here. We're going to need to eventually get in here and do a bit more work on it. But we're going to move over to Cozy District real quick. Okie dokie, Cozy District, time to work on you. We can add a little bit more to Sycamore Heights Commercial District there, but what I want to do, and we're going to, I think this is an avenue right here. We're going to fill in this area. So this avenue is now at a 45-degree angle, going to come down through here. And we need to, I don't know how these little areas right here got zoned. I must have been a little messy about what I was doing right through here. So let's go ahead and dezone these. We got one lone sport clips right there. Let's dezone that. There we go. Okay, so they're emptying this cemetery, and I do want to get this cemetery out of the way. I can't move it right now, right? Yeah, it's full. Because I do want this to become neighborhoods. Now what we're going to do, let's go ahead and we're going to grab the street. We've been using... I can't believe I didn't put trees on this street. Like, that felt like there should be trees here. But I didn't. We're going to actually extend these down. Now, we're going to do it, say, here would be acceptable, I believe. Why can't I connect off of you? There we go. That would be okay. That creates one more intersection. I can't have another one in between here, so what we might do, which that would create a couple more probably unwanted intersections. Let's see what this does. I should probably turn these intersections off. These have lights on them. Realistically, these are streets that probably shouldn't. It'd be more like a stop sign, but I'm going to let them completely ignore traffic laws because I can, basically. So we're going to turn off the intersections here, 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 and here. Let them flow up and down. These are just going to be normal houses here. We need to do something special in this section here. Do we have water? Oh yeah, we got plenty of that. So let's go ahead. Let's let them start to build through here. Let's fill these in. Now, I've been debating, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in for the time being. I've been debating actually getting rid of all the traffic here on this 6 lane, or all the houses on this 6 lane. And just clear out just maybe a little sector here, maybe 5 or 6 blocks. But I think, you know, for the time being, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to let this district form here. Let's go ahead and merge you into Cozy. Make sure it's highlighted. Let's move over here. There we go. So you guys are going to get the same policies as Cozy District. Realistically, I could probably merge Coleridge into Cozy because I'm pretty sure they have the same policies, but I haven't done that. I think I'm not going to. The whole fact that they have different names, and I don't want to ruin that now. It's like I like the whole fact that they have different names. So we're going to let this fill in. Now, we've got a extremely high demand for industrial, and I've got to figure out what I want to do there. I'm going to go look at that situation as we let this fill out. That actually looks really good. I like this. I like that we haven't gone completely grid-like over here. Sure, a lot of the streets are at just 45 and 90-degree angles, but there's nothing where it's just the whole thing's just gridded out. Everything's perfect. We got a couple cross streets here. We've got a couple things that are breaking it up like parks. So I'm really happy with that. So let's go over here and look at this. Oh boy. Oh boy, this is looking bad. I don't like industrial. I really don't. I hate the way it looks, but the bad thing is that it provides services for the city. How much of this area do we own? You know, eventually we'll probably do another project and move all of it back here and really out of the way. They're trying to get goods out of here, so I need to figure out what we can do. We could probably add a section here, make it flow a little bit with the river to give them some more access to that. And one thing I never understood, they love having more and more industrial, but sometimes they don't have the worker demand for that. So it's always kind of counterintuitive. You're like, why are they actually asking to have more industrial when they can't fill out what they have right now? That's one thing that I've always kind of questioned. Let's go ahead. How do I want to make these work? Do I want to just go ahead and do them like this? We could do it like that, maybe about right here. This is just going to be a little weird section, just kind of filling it in. Doesn't have to be all grid-like. Go ahead and add our waters here. Alright, so this ought to satisfy some sort of demand. I'm pretty sure they're going to start complaining once again, though, about not having the workers for it, which I really can't help them there. We do have a couple neighborhoods. I know some people have asked about these neighborhoods back here, and these are really just to try to supply workers for the factories here, which I know they're complaining about. Actually, they're complaining about sickness, and that isn't uncommon. I mean, we are right smack dab by plants. Okay, we're gonna do a little something about this. This is kind of unacceptable, so we're gonna erase that. What is their healthcare like on this side? Obviously, I don't think they even have a clinic over here. I really have not taken care of these people. Okay, so we're gonna throw a clinic over here. We're gonna give them a park. Try to make them feel a little less bad about living right by a factory. So let's give them I like the dog park. Small park might work too. Let's go with the dog park. We're gonna stick that right there. We're gonna make them a little bit more happy, and then we might actually be able to move this neighborhood back a bit and get them a little even further away. Because I feel like some neighborhoods back here wouldn't be too bad. Now, as far as this highway, I don't know where this is gonna eventually run to, because there's no highways out here. Like, this might be the end of the line for it. It might be this little exit system and then it's over with, so I might just cut these off. I'll have to see. But anyways, it is about to be dark. We're gonna let them fill in this area. Maybe that will help it out a bit. And then we're gonna go look at our commercial because we're getting a big surge in demand. And would you look at that, 106,000. We've already gained 6,000 this episode. So we're really moving still with this population. Hopefully we maybe can get to maybe 110 by the end of this episode. Okay, so we still have an amazing demand for commercial. And what we're gonna do here, I've moved the riding stable down to over here. This actually cleared up this little intersection. There was a really awkward road running right here, and there was a street about this long, and there was 2 lights. And that's not gonna work. So, the neighborhoods are okay right here. What I'm gonna do, and the question is, how am I gonna do this? Do I want to flow a road? We could flow a road out about like, is that too close to the shore there? We could do something about like that, and then we'll start to curve it along the river here. Let's make kind of a little bit of a snake pattern, actually. Something maybe about like that. Would that give us a straight shot if we were gonna go, let's say, could we go just straight off of this now? Or is that gonna be at a weird angle? Okay, what are you doing here? Alright, let's try this again. Nope. Let's see, can we go, if we go straight there, let's look at this from above. Okay, that's pointing inward just a bit, so let's try this again. That looks pretty good right there. So say if we had a major intersection connected here at a 90. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's good. That opens up a whole nother little section here for commercial. Let's check our water. Now, the question I should be asking is, what type of commercial is it going to be? Let's go ahead and run this. I hate sometimes that you can't put these pipes at certain angles. Let's go out just a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that's all covered. Commercial-wise, this could be a number of different things. We got most of our hotels over here. We could have a little bit more, this is like our nightlife, a lot of clubs through here. It's a little skate park. And then we could have some normal, we've got normal commercial over here, but we might even be able to add some more. Now, I don't want to create a whole ton of intersections here along this main avenue, so I have no clue why they're even taking the 6 lane to get around. I don't know why they're not going up the avenue. Could be the whole fact that there is a lot of intersections up it. Alright, I think I see what I want to do. We're going to grab a 4 lane here. We're going to rip it out to there. Is that at a weird angle? No, it might be slightly off. OCD might kill me there. We're going to do that there and one here. So that's only going to create 2 intersections on the outer part. what we're gonna do here is try to mimic what we've done on the outside, and that might be a little bit of a awkward road placement. There's gonna be a little bit of gaps here, but something like that. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Actually, we're gonna make this run through, say, here. We need a little bit more aggressive angle, something like that. Now, I know they're not gonna be evenly spaced. That's really not the point. The point is to not have a gridded out area again. So let's do that. This can meet over into here. That road is slightly off, and it's off by maybe a block, which bugs me more than it should, but I'm not gonna let it, tear down all these roads. So something like that, we could create a fantastic park or another specialty building in this section. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, what districts? We have Park District, which is hotels, which we could play around with this. Now, check this out. Say we want to have some more hotels right up maybe just on the shoreline here. So we'll extend this district out to here. And then nightlife and all of that can go here. And we'll allow that along the road. And let's go ahead and we're going to merge it a little bit here. We'll get a nice, hopefully, mix. Let's see, about like that. And let's see what happens. We're going to go ahead and do a whole lot of zoning here. It's still going to be low density, but we'll see. Let's light it up here. There we go. Beautiful. Now, the question is, do you really want commercial right, or do you want houses across from commercial? Not really. What I could do, I can skim off about, I know some people might not like this, but I don't like these houses right on the avenue. I don't mind businesses on it. Houses is a little bit of a different story, and I didn't know I was going to eventually expand commercial over here. And hopefully it's not too hard to see, by the way. It's raining quite a bit. So they're going to start, hopefully, come on, delete your houses. Time to go. There we go. So that's going to clean up that avenue a bit. So let's see what is going to start expanding up here. Waiting for the first building. Actually, here are the first buildings. So they were really waiting to get some more leisure areas up. We haven't had any hotels pop up here yet. Now, we could give them a bit of incentive. Let's go ahead and slow down time here. We do need some parks. Now, these parks will benefit both the commercial and the citizens across the street. So, let's use something a little bit more unique. Let's go with something that maybe you would find in a commercial district. Maybe something like, let's do a Zen garden on the corner here. Actually, it needs to probably be right about, I want this corner. Sorry, business. There we go. Let's do something like that there. And that's going to all connect in. This is eventually going to start spreading out. I actually like the design of this road. This is going to have a nice flow. I don't know what's going to happen here. We've got a big empty area. I don't know if we're eventually going to just basically merge this into the city. There's going to have to be a cutoff point for small houses to big houses, which I think this is, this is high density residential right here. So this might run out to this road, and then we'll have like small surrounding areas of smaller houses through here, and maybe some more businesses along the river here. Anyways, it's getting a little bit hard to see here, so I'm going to fast forward time again. We're about to get close to 110,000, and we're going to see this area grow up and see what happens. Alright, so you can see this is starting to fill up just a bit. Not quite as busy as I thought it was going to be. The demand was there, but then as soon as I laid this out and they got those first row of businesses in, it went down pretty fast. But we do have a new hotel here. They're still building up pretty good right here. This will be a nice district once it fills out. So, I feel like that's all going really well. Now, I've been talking a bit about a little bit of a sick problem in certain areas, and you can see it through here. What we're going to do, we've got plenty of hospitals, but I would say our healthcare, not our healthcare, but our average health is kind of low. I know some of it, like I said, is due to the industrial areas. There's a medical laboratory, and I'm not really sure if this is going to improve that, or maybe this will make it a little bit more effective, but we're going to build this. Now, we've had a really kind of unique district. Let me go ahead and put this where you can see it. This has been some weird, or a lot of these major buildings like software development studios. This over here is a nanotechnology center. I think a medical center would be actually pretty good here, so let's go ahead. Where would this place is the question. This is a fat building. This is a wide one. We might actually just place it along the side here and just take away some offices. So we're gonna place that. Let's see, we've stabilized it about 109,000, almost 110. We're losing a little bit of population now. But I'm gonna see what this is gonna do. We might not see the effects of this for a while, and I'm seeing sewer. Okay, sewer signs, that's not good. Sewer. Let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. There we go. That could be a little bit of a cause of sickness. Hook that bad boy up there, waiting for it to go up. Sewage treatment hasn't gone up. I haven't been seeing this as an issue, so what's going on? Let's hook another one up here. Let's fast forward time. You know, that could have partially been the cause of some of this sickness. That's really odd though that's the first time I've seen those emblems. They were down here on this broad district. That is really odd that I'm just now seeing those, and that could be a little bit of cause for the sickness. But we've got the new medical laboratory, and whoa, the frames get a little lower here in the city. So we'll see what this does. Maybe this will increase our overall health. I think I'm gonna move those neighborhoods that were really close to the industrial sectors and move them back a good bit, and we'll see what we can do there. But anyways, that's probably gonna about wrap it up for this episode here today. We completed quite a bit actually. We've got new districts here. We've got some new tourism items like the zoo, the riding stables. We've got some new hotels over here. Actually, that looks really cool. That's nice. And then you have this huge luxury hotel, so that's nice. Reached 100,000 population. We're doing good here, folks. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode here of City Skylines. If you like to like and subscribe, everything helps my channel. I want to thank each and every one of you that tune into this series each and every time it's uploaded. It does mean a lot to me. But anyways, we will see you guys probably later this week with some more City Skylines. We'll have some more My Summer Car, some more Brick Rigs, some more Scrap Mechanic, and anything else I might throw in there. But hope you have a good day, and we will see you guys next time on City Skylines. Thank you.